Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Sin Cigars. Okay, first and foremost, happy belated St. Patrick's Day to everyone. I was working, I didn't get a chance to participate. We're going here now. We have to check the audio volume. I don't have my regular above light going today. Okay. We're not picking you up. Anyone see me? Okay, let's try this again. Can anyone see me? Are we live? Try this another way. Seem to be spinning here. We might have to redo this. I'll try this a different way. Schedule for today. Not seeing it. Well, I was working on here. We have a start anyway. Let's try something else. Can I get a thumbs up? Anybody watching? Oh, so it was everyone's St. Patrick's Day. We're getting to do a little bit of a celebration here for St. Paddy's Day. Hope you guys can join. Okay, I think we're up and running. So for this St. Paddy's Day, I was working, I wasn't able to participate. So what we're actually going to do today, ta-da, this is what we have. What do you guys think? Proper 12 Irish whiskey. Are we fans? Can I get a thumbs up from anyone? Do we have any fans out there? In the Conor McGregor brand. Now to pick the cigar we're going to have for today, this is what I'm going to do next. We're actually going to do a little surprise. It is monthly subscription box time. So we're going to open up our monthly subscription box. We're going to decide then which cigar out of the monthly subscription box we're going to have. So inside our box, we have a medicine pouch. Always exciting. Anyone else tried the Cigar Chief monthly subscription box? Beautiful packaging. So, here we go. Let's see what we have in the monthly subscription box. Oops, here we go. First one, oh, Perdomo, 20th anniversary. I think I've had this one before. Perdomo, 20th anniversary, absolutely wonderful cigar. That's the first cigar from my monthly subscription box. Number 2, the second, oh, a Monte Cristo, number 4, Cuban. And if you look, I believe, the wrapper came off. Look at that. Number 4, Monte Cristo. Look at that. That is a beautiful Cuban cigar. What an awesome surprise. So that is a guaranteed Cuban cigar. The next one, oh, is a Chow Sessions, and this is the garage one. I think we may have already reviewed this one. The CAO Garage. Look at the darkness of that wrapper. Next, what do we have? Okay. A Fuente Curly Head. Look at the color of that. Look how green that is. Look at green leaf. That is a beautiful color. Oh my, it's a surprise. What do we have here? A Davvy Off. Oh yes. That is a beautiful cigar. A Davvy Off cigar. That is a nice bonus. And these are, I believe, Nicaraguan tobacco. It's a tasting cigar, the Davvy Off. Continue, see what else we have left in here. Now for our last cigar in the monthly subscription box is a plain packaging cigar. I'm not really sure what it is. Slightly smaller than Robusto size. Lovely color. Very nice wrapper. Oh, I think we have a little bit of damage on this corner. You guys can see it there. Well, Andy, a thumbs up. Can any of you guys, what would you guys like to see me smoke? I know what I would love to light up. That's fine, I can't find my cutter. Oh no, we started a session with no cutter. So what do you guys recommend? That is a beautiful selection from our monthly subscription box. And that comes every single month. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's a nice little surprise. If I get to pick, do I want a Monte Cristo? Do I want a Davvy Off? What do I want? Any recommendations? What do you think I should smoke? I think we're going to go with the Davvy Off. Looks quite good. Put these back in our monthly subscription box. I usually have my punch here. But it's Perdomo, look at this. Perdomo 20th anniversary. These are beautiful cigars. I'd love to visit the Perdomo factory in Nicaragua. I've been looking at it. I'm trying to convince myself that's where I need to go for a vacation. Love to visit the Perdomo factory. Once again, Cigar Chief monthly subscription box. Highly recommend. Top notch. Always a surprise. Oh, and just a little secret surprise. If anybody was watching earlier, I actually posted a couple of videos. This is what I was going to do first. So what I actually have is, just got delivered from a good friend of mine, Odie. We just got these come in the mail. 1 ton of metas. Straight from Cuba. That beautiful Cuban seal. My God, the only thing that looks better than him is my beautiful face. No smoking, Jumbo 123. Technically, you're smoking without inhaling. So, is it considered smoking if you don't inhale? Look at this. Now, to go with these, we just got these as well. And these are the tubos, number 4, I believe. Look at this. Romeo and Julietas, number 4. That not a beautiful box. These are tubos. Look at the beautiful seal. Shh. Simon and Charlottesburg, is that correct? Charlottenburg? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at those. So, They just actually got evacuated from Cuba when they was running out of fuel. So this is one of the last things he did for me before he left. Amazing friend that I have. Look at that. Hearts to you too. This is actually beautiful. So these are going to be my next surprise. We actually have one of our listeners recommended this Valentine's. This is only 40%, but it's the finest blended Scotch whiskey. So when we open up the Romeo and Julietas on the 4th, I believe is what we're scheduled to do. This is going to be freaking awesome. We're going to give these a try. But today, time to open this up. Oh, I'm having a little bit of an issue here. Ready? Davvy Off. Open this up. Look at this. Let's open this puppy up. Crack the seal. Oh my, what do we do here? Oh my gosh, that is delicious. We just had the cutter. Check my pockets to see if I didn't put it away. There's another something, is it? There's another something. Okay. That's not it. We are now being organized today. I did have a cutter, I swear. I think this is the first time we got ready and we never had a cutter waiting. We usually always have a backup plan. Okay. Time for the backup plan. When all else fails, bust out your orange faithful knife that you've had for 15, 20 years. When all else fails, make sure a lighter works. Okay, a lighter works is better than nothing. Here's the volume. Can you hear me? So we're cutting this beautiful Davvy Off cigar. See if I can get the cap off in one piece. So this is the cap I just cut. Came out pretty good. Not a perfectly even cut, but we did not break the caps. Oh my. Here's the volume. Can you hear me? I'm getting nuttiness. I'm getting leather, coffee. Oh my, oh my. Before I get too far gone, the only thing I have left to find my ashtray, which I put white. I'm just chock full of it today, he said. Here we go. Okay. Okay, it's time to light her up. Take out a shot of that proper 12. Let's do a quick light. Can everyone see? I'm going to toast this puppy up. How was everybody's Saint Paddy's Day? I worked, so I didn't get to enjoy it. But I'm having a belated Saint Paddy's Day. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, that is just amazing. This is toasted. Oh yeah. Actually, I think our last cigar was a Davvy Off. I got to double check. But yeah, our last cigar was a Davvy Off as well. Now this is a much darker, a little bit of a hint of sweetness, a little bit of creaminess. Not to mention we cut it with a pocket knife. like a man. Okay, so yes, the leather is overtaking everything else. Just a hint of sweetness on the end. A bit of white pepper. Just bold, just right from the first light up, just bold. It's not overpowering, but it is strong, well defined, leathery. Mmm. Amazing draw, my gosh. What a lovely start to my day. Get out a glass. Oh. Proper 12. I think it's a great start for our Saint Paddy's Day celebration. And by that, I mean me sitting here having a drink and smoking a cigar by myself, which is a good way to do it if you're going to celebrate St. Paddy's Day. What do you guys think of Proper 12? It's one of those celebrity brands. I wasn't sure what to get, but I had a great person help me at the liquor store, help me pick up a few things. And I actually got this because I'm thinking about doing an Irish car bomb in a little bit, and we're going to try that out. And I believe the ingredients, the Irish car bomb, are, hold on a second, I'm going to put this right down here. Oh, God, okay. Okay. Just put that to right here. Does anybody know the ingredients to an Irish car bomb? Oh my. It's not milder than I remember. I believe it's a Guinness. And then you add into a shot glass, you add half a shot of Irish whiskey, half a shot of liqueur. You drop that puppy in your Guinness, and you let her rip. Has anyone tried the Irish car bomb? I think I've only had them like twice before, and both times luckily I had someone to help me back home. I would recommend starting your St. Paddy's Day with one. Oh, it's really mild. On the nose, just a little bit of caramel, just a hint of vanilla maybe. Beautiful color. Now this is supposed for Proper 12. It's only a 40 ABV. Triple distilled, made in Ireland, bottled, aged and bottled. Aged 4 years. It says Proper 12, but it's aged 4 years. So it's not like you're getting a 12-year-old single malt, which I actually looked at today. Very tempting. Just might I need to do a little bit more research to see if that's something I might be interested in. It was actually finished. It was finished in sherry casks. I find a finished scotch. I like a single malt. If you're going to be drinking whiskey, just a single malt. I'm not big onto the finishes. Not saying they're not great. Me personally, not so much. In my first taste, happy St. Paddy's Day. Now, a lot harsher than on the nose. The nose, you get like a little bit of caramel, a little bit of vanilla. You're getting a little bit more oakiness. Like I didn't get none of that on the nose. Even after I taste it, I still can't get that on the nose. Not terrible. A little bit of harshness. More of the vanilla is coming out. At the very end, it's finishing with the vanilla. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that one. Just put this back up here. Now, when it comes to stuff like Proper 12, which is a fix that. What do you call that? A celebrity brand? If you it's really a celebrity brand. If the celebrity sold it already. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me on that one. Oh, I also noticed my bar is sticking up from my stand. I don't think I planned that out very well. Maybe I should have done it from the other side. Does it bother you? Wow. Davvy Off, Robusto size, Izquierdo. Izquierdo? What does that mean? Let's translate it Izquierdo in Spanish. My gosh, that's a lovely cigar. It's a Robusto size, but it's actually short Robusto, I guess you would call it. A tasting cigar, possibly? With not actually like the full size, so you can try multiples because they're not super big. Oh my gosh. Leather just smacking you right in the mouth there. Lots of flavor. It's just a hint of sweetness. I can't quite place it, like a burnt sugar, something along those lines. Not caramel, nothing like that. More like a burnt sugar flavor. What's your guys' favorite? Yeah, but it looks like this has been 2 back-to-back Davvy Offs. So it's quite silly. I'm not going to lie to you. But there's nothing wrong with a Davvy Off. I don't think we had any on the channel except for 1, maybe 2. Now we're doing back-to-backs. But let's try this Papa 12. And remember, this is just from the neck, so it's going to be a bit harsher. By the time we finish this sip, we actually should have more of an accurate description. Scored! My gosh. Hey, so how was your Saint Paddy's Day? Did you have a good Saint Paddy's Day? Did you enjoy? Look at that. It's a nice color, though. Very amber. I was on 2 minds what actually. I love my Jamesons, don't get me wrong. Tried something a little bit different today. Especially we were going to be trying some of these Guinness car bombs. Was it Irish car bomb? Yeah, I think it's what it would be. Now, if we just did the Guinness and just a whiskey, that's a Boilermaker. So you just do a shot of whiskey, straight into your Guinness or your regular beer, and that's a Boilermaker. Oh my, yeah. Izquierdo means scored. Izquierdo. Excelente, mi amigo. Gracias. It means scored. As in, like you score something? Maybe a scored leaf, possibly? I did not know that. I appreciate that. But look at it. That is absolutely just delicious. The darkness of the wrapper is a little deceiving because you're expecting it to be a little bit strong. But just explosion of flavor. I like the leathery. I like the fresh cut grass, the bit of the hay. I love that. So this is right up my alley. A lot darker than the last Davvy Off that we smoked. That was very mild. That was nutty, creamy. This is more like a smack in the mouth. That's probably pretty good for an Irish whiskey, and a smack in the mouth might do you pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah. Still a bit rough on the finish. It's only a 4-year-old whiskey. It gives you that. You can taste the devil in the glass. That's what it is. You can taste the devil in the glass on that one. Now, I like stuff a little bit smoother, but I also like higher proof. So if you're going to get to like 50%, 51%, 60%, then when you get to that 100 proof, that's when you're starting to get the flavors come through. Don't drink it. That's a good idea. I can guarantee you no drinking and driving. I'm done for today. Technically, this is my Friday. I finished 8 o'clock this morning, local time. I'm done now for 4 days. This is why I usually have my little live here. So, no driving. I can guarantee you. This is cigar, whiskey, and then bedtime. Working back just was a little hard, but this is the only good part of my week, is when the week is over, and I get to sit down and I get to Do a lovely cigar, a lovely drink of scotch, or in this case, Irish whiskey. No, it's still no change on the nose. So definitely no drink and drive, 100%. Still has that finish. That I don't want to say like methanol. Give you that woolly, little bit of a woolly there. No, we're actually going to. I've never. The last time I had this, actually, I've had it a couple times. The first time it was a little bit rougher. Then the second time that I tried a proper 12, it actually gotten better. And they said they didn't change the recipe whatsoever, but you could definitely taste there was a difference. So this tastes close to the second time, because obviously what you had last makes it different on what you're going to try now. So in this particular case, it's pretty much on par with what I had last time. The only thing is, I'm smoking a Davvy Off cigar with this one. That always affects the flavor. A bowler cigar. Thick smoke, leather. So we're actually going to try a drink of this. So what do you think we should try? Should we try a whiskey and like a whiskey and Diet Pepsi for a mixed drink? Should we do a whiskey ginger? I bought the ginger ale because a whiskey ginger, I couldn't think for St. Patrick's Day, I couldn't think much more than a whiskey ginger would be like the perfect St. Paddy's Day drink. I missed yesterday, I had to work, so obviously don't touch the stuff. Not even within 24 to 48 hours. So, anybody down to watch a whiskey ginger? What do you guys think? Or like a highball, maybe a whiskey and a Diet Pepsi. Should we try one of these Guinness highballs? No. Car bombs? Irish car bombs? I think it's been 2.5 years since I had a beer. Yeah, about 2.5 going on 3 years since I even had a beer. So, tempted. But this is 4.2% alcohol per volume. This is 500 milliliters. Very smooth. Very robust. God damn. Look at that. And for the monthly subscription month, I gotta recommend these things from these guys here. So this was just one of 6 cigars I think we had in it. 6 cigars. Yeah. So usually my monthly subscription box, I like to go a little bit special. Try something different. Oh, hearts to you too. Oh. So once a month, usually every 2 weeks, try to have something different. But now what I also have, let me take a look up here. Valentine's Finest. I haven't tried that yet. Oh my gosh. Just over and over you're getting that leathery. But it's not hard. It's like a smooth leather. It's hard to describe. This is a lot different than the last one. The last one I had was so creamy. The Davvy Off was just almost silky smooth. This one has more panache, more poise to it. Okay, so it's time to top up. We're going to try in honor of St. Paddy's Day, proper 12, whiskey, and ginger. Whiskey ginger. What do you guys think? Is that a nice highball? Alrighty. Now, sipping whiskey. That's what got me to mind, though. I haven't had a sipping whiskey. Have you ever tried a sipping whiskey? It's usually stronger because it's not something you drink neat. Well, you do drink it neat, but it's usually in a smaller bottle. Usually that 40% proof. It's kind of got that same aftertaste, like you want to taste your whiskey. What are you guys smoking out there? Look at that beautiful ash. Look at that. Look at that. I should have really did my overhead lights. I don't think I had to set up properly here today. Saint Paddy's Day surprise. Do it a little bit rough. Okay. No description. Can I add a description? Okay, what can I add a description to? Tell me what you guys think. What's your favorite cigar to smoke? If so, where are you watching from and what did you do for St. Paddy's Day? Whiskey ginger? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's not bad. But it got that little tickle on the end. A little tickle on the end. So don't forget, we'll watch this till the smoke falls off. Look at that. Oh, what a way to end the week. And today, in honor of St. Paddy's Day, I had lamb chops, Irish whiskey, whiskey ginger. Can't get much more St. Paddy's Day than that. I'm not wearing any green, and I'm not going to show you my underwear, so you never know, maybe I am. I think the green in the bottle is enough. Beautiful cigar. And where you watching from? Give us a hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Beautiful cigars. Scario. Oh my. It's not creamy, but it is smooth. The burn is pretty even. I'm getting a little bit, so I'm going to try to rotate a little bit. That's what you guys can think there. I should have had my other light turned on, though. I'm very pale. And if you want to get rid of your burn, you tell me if this is true. Watching from Canada. Hey, Slap Stop. I'm in Canada as well. I'm actually in Newfoundland. So what province are you in? I'm in Newfoundland and Labrador. So watch your time zone, good sir. And if you are in Canada, what did you do for St. Paddy's Day? Hopefully it was something good. I had to work. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Look at that. Now it is evening out, so what you do is you take that part and you're going to lower that to the bottom part of your smoke, and that's what fix it. Oh, that's not bad. Whiskey ginger's pretty good. Oh, you're in Nova Scotia. Got to have a few drinks with my brother, and that's a perfect day to meet. I totally agree. I lived in Nova Scotia, and I gotta say, just hanging out with the people you love. I'm on back shift, so I don't get to hang out with anyone anymore. It's kind of backwards right now for the next couple of months. Well, I should say, hopefully the next month be back to a normal schedule. So, you guys are the only people I get to have a drink with for recently. Everyone else I know is working, and no one's going to be off, and by the time everyone else gets off, I'm off to bed. glad you had a fun time with your brother. That sounds like a perfect day's right. Oh, that's evening out nicely. And we're both Atlantic Canadians. Talking to someone from PEI again the other day. He actually recommended this Ballantines. What do you recommend? What is your favorite drink? What's your favorite whiskey, scotch, brandy? I haven't bought a Guinness today just to try it. It is St. Patrick's Day. I might drink one. And if so, have you ever tried an Irish car bomb? I think one of the first ones I had was in the Liquor Dome, I think in Halifax. It did not end well. Luckily, I had some nice people to take me home. Oh yeah. So thanks everyone for joining me here today. And like I said, with my schedule, I have no local cigar bars to go to enjoy my cigars. So basically, the people I speak to on here is the closest I have to someone to enjoy my cigars, to enjoy my drink with. I have not tried an Irish car bomb, but I have heard stories. I'm usually just sipping on Crown. Crown is a wonderful choice. So since you chose Crown, this is a story question that me and my friends got involved with. I'm an original Crown guy. What do you think of all these new flavors of Crown? The apple Crown, the chocolate Crown. When I first started drinking Crown back in the day, everyone had that top of indestructible bottles. And I've seen them pretty tough. The Crown bottle is pretty tough. I've only ever seen them break on 2 occasions. And if so, have you ever seen one break? Oh my God. There's just so much to unpack with this. It's just so, it's bold, but it's still bright. It's not overpowering. It's not like a, oh, I can't handle this kind of deal. What a lovely way to spend the day. So thanks for being here on my St. Paddy's Day. You're not a fan of the flavors. Now, I know a few people, like my buddy Chad. I think he's tried every single flavor. The apple, the chocolate, the triple. There's so many kind of flavors out there. People must like it or they wouldn't be able to sell it. But I'm like yourself. I've never really been a fan of the flavors. And I don't think I've ever tried them on their own. I've tried them in the drink. So. But you've only tried the apple. Would you be open to trying the rest just to see? Like I was saying earlier, even a whiskey that's been finished in a sherry cask or a bourbon barrel, or it's been finished in something, I find it takes away personally. That's just personal opinion. Exactly. It would even be kind of fun to get a couple people together and just to try a couple. Get a shot glass out, try a couple back to back. I think that would be kind of fun. Now, have you ever seen a bottle break? When it comes to Crown, have you heard the same thing? Almost indestructible bottles. I've seen people drop them. I've seen them fall across concrete. Oh my. And the beautiful color. I think it hasn't changed the color at all whatsoever. It's the exact same color that it was. They don't break, thank God. I totally agree with you there. But the only 2 times that I've ever seen a Crown bottle break, both times it had alcohol into them. If that makes any sense. I've seen lots of empty ones bounce across concrete, hit the ground, across the kitchen floor. But the only time I've ever seen them break was when they had alcohol still into them. Do you smoke cigars in Nova Scotia? Your selection has got to be better than what we have here in Newfoundland for cigars. It's so limited. I have to go to the monthly subscription box just to be able to enjoy a couple. Oh my. So now, I have my Romeo and Julietas here. I'm really excited to give these guys a try. Brand new box, unopened. I just got these from Cuba. An awesome friend of mine. I am so excited to open up that box. Look at that. Beautiful color. Look at the color of that ash. Oh yeah. Right there. It's a lovely cigar. It's a slow burner. We're at about 40 minutes in. I have to double check, but I think I might have been 10 minutes. So this is like at least 20 minutes into my smoke. So this is a really slow burning cigar. Have you ever been to a cigar lounge? You know, a sit-down place where you could go in and you can buy a drink and you can pick up a cigar and sit down and smoke it locally. Me personally, why I'm to, we have nothing like that. I think it would be nice, but like everything else, it comes to the amount of people. And we just don't have the number of people, I don't think, to do it. So what's your favorite cigar? Right now at this moment, it's Davvy Off. It's getting up to probably top 3 or 4. Definitely top 5. Just because there's so much going on. It's a slow burner. Beautiful vapor. Just dark and luxurious. It's not oily whatsoever. Triple cap. Oh yes. That's a nice way to spend your belated Saint Patrick's Day. After drinking it with the ginger though, I think it might have been better neat. Not terrible. It's just not my cup of tea. I said, if you're going to try it for St. Patrick's Day, whiskey ginger is the way to go. Let's try it. And now that I tried it, I'm not a huge fan. I usually like to drink neat as it is, maybe over ice. That wasn't terrible. Not my favorite. Definitely bringing out the glam in my beard, I can guarantee you that. Oh. Easy draw. You're not having to work for it. It's coming out nice and gentle. It's not burning itself. Look at that. We're getting ready to hit the first band. So remember, we play the game of, we're going to check the time because you got to watch it till the ash falls off. Or watch your ash. But a beautiful cigar so far. I've been enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh yeah. But there's a lot to it. I'm actually going to look this one up. Davvy Off. Davvy Off, ESC. Okay, Robusto, yep, that's the one. Okay. A bolder, adventurous taste profile. So the MSRP on these guys are like $25, I would say. Yeah, $24, $25. So we're going to double check here just to get some info. I always like to have a little look. It's a 4.5 by 54 ring gauge. The strength is medium, but it's coming off as really bold, full-bodied for that medium. Water flows to the story of the Davvy Off Esquerdo, a cigar kissed by the rains and born by the bay of, was it, Todos los Santos in Brazil. The climate gives Esquerdo a distinctive sweet original taste, rich aroma, notes of salt and spice that gives flavors to exhilarate. The elements of the Davvy Off Esquerdo is part of the Davvy Off Black Pillar series that features innovative cigars that with a bolder and adventurous taste profile from tobaccos found all over the world. The Black Pillar series likes how nature elements have influenced the soil. Plants and tobaccos are found with special blends. The blend is ideal for aficionados looking for a non-conventional taste, stimulation, combined with the typical Davvy Off smoothness. And this is showing through. We did look first. Smoothness is just absolutely wonderful. This is medium, but it's just coming out like so much more than what I would get from a medium cigar. A medium cigars you're usually getting, I don't really want to say mild, or they aren't this rich, they aren't as pronounced. This is just bodacious, boisterous. My God. This is a nice little surprise. My God, this is enjoyable. And we're about 47 minutes in, and we still haven't even got, we're past the first third. It's been even the whole way. The hint of sweetness, now that I've seen it, there is a touch of saltiness. Maybe that's what I was tasting. But we're in Newfoundland and Labrador, so the air is salty. I'm literally on the water. Literally, like, I can literally throw a stone from my front door and hit the ocean. Oh my. It's coming out with a lot more. And I think it's distinctive. It's a great way to describe it. It's not overpowering. It just keeps exploding in your mouth, like the leather. The smoothness is the number one thing. The leather is taking the forefront of this. Hint of sweetness, just enough to say there's something there. And we're this far in, and we still have an ash. So if you guys are watching your ash, because this is wonderful. Now, I'm thinking I would have been better off if I would have just stayed neat. Isn't that terrible? You look unhealthy smoking, it's catching up with you. But thank you very much. No. Terrible lighting, working back shift. No, you have to say, it's the cigar that's doing. I've been working back shift. I just finished my night, so I'm already 2 or 3 hours past my bedtime. Oh, it's the gray beard. And my paler to what my gray beard is. Smoking definitely catches up with you. Now, do you consider a cigar that you don't inhale smoking? That's the question. If you don't inhale it, it's still considered smoking. Now, we're getting up to the first band. We're going to see what the heat does to the band, to the glue. Yeah, see? Look at that. First band is off. The Esquerdo band. I'm still. The time is 49 minutes in. It landed right in the ashtray. What a shot. Let's have a look at the end now that it's fallen off. Yeah, it was a nice even burn. We didn't get no concavity. A little bit uneven, not exactly perfect by any stretch of the imagination. but enjoyable all the same. 49 minutes in, we had our first ash fall off. Smoke it till the ash falls off. And I am kind of gentle with it up until the first ash loses. I'm always curious. You're not wrong, but don't you have yoga and a Starbucks with the girls for... What's that guy? I'm going to try this again, okay. And is it Senor Jozo? Hey, you're not wrong, but don't you have yoga and then Starbucks with the girls for book club? That's pretty freaking good comeback. I like that. So no. Does this look terrible or does it look like a man? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. That's awesome. I'm replying to the other guy. I totally agree. I saw what you were doing there, and that's freaking awesome. Hey, and Kenneth Rivers, hi to you too. Hey, that's pretty freaking funny. That's pretty cool. Hey, now, do you think a man sitting here drinking Irish whiskey and smoking a cigar is concerned about his looks? There's an old saying, you tell me if I'm wrong, that a man, tell me if I'm wrong, is supposed to be ruggedly handsome. And when I heard that, I was like, what does ruggedly handsome mean? Now, someone said it to me, my grandfather. And he said, well, the explanation of a handsome man and a ruggedly handsome man is a handsome man spends a lot of time looking at himself. A ruggedly handsome man looks good, but only other people look at him. Is this ruggedly handsome to you? Maybe it's just a whiskey talking. But that's a pretty good comeback. Thank you, Senor Jozo. Is that correct? Holy yaza. We are both rugged bastards. That's what I'd like to hear. Now, I have a coffee mug. I thought I had one here that my woman gave me. And my coffee mug says that I drink every day. It says, I may be an asshole, but I'm your asshole. I think that's probably one of the biggest compliments that I think a woman can give a man. But we are getting to the end of this whiskey ginger. So I think we may be having to try something a little bit different here. We're at the very end. Rugged bastards, I like that. You don't mind if I steal that and use it like I made it up, do you? Oh my God, that is delicious. Appreciated that. I appreciate that. One of my favorite things to do is take something someone said to me and pretend like I made it up. Feel free to use anything I say. Pretend like you made it up. So what's your favorite drink? I'm a whiskey drinker, usually a scotch. What do you like to drink? Another one of my subscribers just recently recommended this one to me. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. Valentine's Finest. Now this is a blended Scotch whiskey. I'm a single malt guard. So to have me drinking this 4-year-old proper 12 Irish whiskey is a big thing. Just showing how tough I really am. Getting outside your comfort zone. I've tried it before. Oh, and speaking of rugged, we were going to try an Irish car bomb. Have anyone ever tried one of those? That's where you take a drink of Guinness, add a little bit of whiskey. It was a half a shot of whiskey and a half a shot of some kind of liqueur. I think I got Bailey's here for my liqueur, and you drop it inside. Ooh, anything from a good scotch to a mild whiskey, and basically any vodka, because it's dietary. I totally agree. I do like the vodka. I haven't drank it much lately. Well, actually, I really don't drink that much. Be surprised. I'm sure I got a few bottles back here that may look like I drink, but few and far in between. But when I do, you might as well enjoy yourself. This is what I do this for. I'm in a very small town. Oh my God, I think this is the first. Mm. We almost had a doubt here. We got close. Now, I like single malt Scotch whiskey. Any kind of Scotch, single malt is pretty good. I'm not a big fan of blended Scotches, but I'll give them a try. If you recommend something, I want to give it a shot. It's kind of like a hobby, a part-time thing to do. Mm. 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 Oh, so can you recommend a good Scotch, a malt whiskey, something that you would enjoy? Now this is bourbon. I'm going to give it a little touch up. I think this is the first time or second time I've had to do a touch up on the series. Wow. We're at the 55-minute mark. We're almost at an hour. Mm. Be right back. I'll get the name of a bottle that might surprise you. I'm all ears. I enjoy the variety. I think that's why I like cigars so much. It's the variety of it. I'm not a big drinker. I'm not a big drinker anyway. But when I do, I like to switch it up. Wild turkey, a little bit of bourbon, something different. I'm excited to see what you offer, what you would recommend. Mm. While we wait, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do another neat one. Just didn't hit me right. The ginger, whiskey ginger was good. It wasn't what I cracked up to be. I could do another highball here with like a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola, but I think I'm better off going with a neat. It's only 4-year-old, but hey, I'd give it a try. This is like the second or third time I've gone through this in the last couple of years. Give me 10 push-ups, soldier. Not a bad idea. If we had more room, maybe I would. I'm actually doing a thing called, so the last 2 weeks I've actually been down about 10 pounds. So we're actually doing this thing it's called Obese to Beast. And it's a program to help one of our friends. He's having a little bit of difficulty with weight loss. So we all chipped in together, and what we're doing is everybody chips in $40. I think we're at like $400, $450, almost $500 prize money. And it's a weight loss challenge where we all eat healthy. Like today I had lamb chops. We eat healthy, we do exercise. You know, I'm doing kettlebell swings, I'm walking. In the last 14 days, I've dropped almost, I think it's 10 pounds, 9.5 pounds to 10.5, depending on the morning. So, I may not be able to do the 10 push-ups right now, but it is working. Also, there is Oshi. I believe I got a 20-year-old bottle for my mate who was moving to Hong Kong for business. He saved a shot for us to have 3 years later when I came to stay with him for a visit. So did you visit him in Hong Kong? Oh, Mountain Village. I've never had it. Never had that. Wow, that's it. A 20-year-old bottle for my mate. That is awesome. The 16-year-old single malt is the best that I've tried, and that was Glenfiddich. 16-year-old. Chef's kiss was actually awesome. Obese to Beast. That's awesome. So right now I'm at the 10-pound mark. Where if I keep going this way, it's a 90-day challenge. We've got people that lost 16 pounds so far. Obviously, you have to try to keep it healthy. We have a little bit of regulations about you can't be on a diuretic. You can't be taking stuff. You can't be on no Ozempic. This is a natural weight loss where we all chip in. So I'm actually about to do 4 days off from work. I just finished the end of my week. So I'm trying to get my step count up to 10 to 15,000 steps a day. Kettlebell swings. Low impact stuff. That's what works best for me. Once we get past the 30 days, is actually part of a jiu-jitsu training school. So there's a couple of us that are going to be joining jiu-jitsu to help with our journey from obese to beast. So pretty excited about that. Yep, Tai Po, Hong Kong. Senor, that's freaking awesome. I've never had it. Is it a Japanese whiskey? Because I've seen them. I don't think I've ever tried a Japanese whiskey. And Oshi? Oishi, I believe. Well, that sounds wonderful. And I think the best part about all of these different blends is like, I'm smoking, but I don't inhale. Do you still consider that to be bad health? Mm. Well, what I'm going to do is take a picture of that and just to see. Uh, so now I know something else I could look up. Because when I was just in there, my local liquor store is pretty awesome. They know I don't drink a lot, so they know I like to enjoy something different. So they're always like, hey, we have something different. We have something that's your last chance to buy, something that you're no longer going to carry. So the new thing that they just showed me today was called Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey Tomatin. And it's a 12-year-old bourbon and sherry cask. Now, I don't like flavored stuff. I don't like stuff that is finished. Mountain Village. I would love to give it a try. Hey, and the thing is, for me, the recommendation from someone, that's a reason to try something new. That's the reason why I smoke cigars. And anyone who knows me knows I don't smoke the same cigars all the time. I don't inhale. So it's one of those things where it's a hobby where I try something new. Because you never know. When someone offers me something, I love to give it a try. If it's good enough for you to offer me a try, it's good enough for me to try. Does that make any sense? Mm. Mm. Now I have my go-tos like Glenfiddich, Glenlivet. I have actually, today, before I picked up my Proper 12, I have a bottle of 12-year-old Belvini. And I was like, today will be a good day. I had these beautiful cigars. This is what I was going to do. I was going to crack open my brand new box of Romeo and Julietas from a very good friend of mine. And an amazing cigar. Wasn't able to do it. Didn't get my Belvini. I'm going to save these and crack those open. And we have another viewer that said on the 4th we were going to have a Valentine's and one of these Romeo and Julietas. I also had a box of, one second here, a brand new box of Guantanameras. This was a gift from a friend of mine who just got evacuated from Cuba. As we know, there's a lot of stuff going on there right now. So luckily he got out, and one of the last things he did before he got out was think of me, which I think is one of the greatest things a friend can do. If you're going through something and you still think of a friend, that means so much to me. I need to head out, but subscribe to you, matey. You're a good guy. I'll chat with you again, Senor Jozo. And Senor Jozo, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Like I said, I work back shift, so you guys are the closest people I got to someone to hang out to right now. Everyone I know is either working, and when I'm sleeping, they're awake. So, thank you very much for showing in. Appreciate it. Hope to hear from you again soon. I look forward to. I'm also going to try some of that Hong Kong whiskey. I didn't even know there was such a thing. So was it a Japanese whiskey or Chinese? Thank you, sir. So we're at 63 minutes in. We're another single neat taste of our Proper 12. And what do you guys think of the name? Proper 12 was only a 4-year-old whiskey. Now tell me what you guys think. Yeah, it's better neat. The whiskey ginger was okay, but you lose something when you're not drinking it neat. You definitely lose something. Well, I'm definitely enjoying it for Saint Paddy's Day. So we're definitely over the 60-minute mark. Right now we probably got 45, 50 minutes on this cigar. I'm only halfway. We haven't hit the band. We're definitely in the second third. It's the exact same thing. The leather, the smoothness, consistency. I say that a lot. And the reason I say it is consistency It's not always a indicative of quality, but for me it is. Like the cigars that I'm used to, if I light a cigar, I like to be consistent all the way through. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to try new cigars. I've had cigars that started off mild and just blossomed. So you get to that second, third, and you're like this is a different cigar. This is not what I lit. Now, I've also smoked a lot of cigars that are shaggy foot. So right from the beginning, right from the hop, you get bam, flavor profiles that kind of diminish over time because they actually have a different leaf wrapped around the foot, and not a different leaf, or double the leaf, I guess you could say. Oh, I'll show you now. Look, this Davvy Off wrapper starting to heat up. You have room to move. And what do you guys think? When was your last homosexual relationship? And this is Rusty Fernandale 5497. When was your last? The question is not when my last was. Are you offering me my next? I'm going to have a lot of weird propositions here, but are you offering me my next? See a man here with a beautiful gray beard, a cigar, and a glass of whiskey, and you're thinking, that's my kind of fellow. Potentially. Did you ever hear the joke between potentially and realistically? Have you ever heard that joke? Potentially or realistically. Am I interested? Okay, you're being really pushy. I'm a really shy guy. Being a little bit too pushy for me. You might want to calm that down. In this day and age, a man should not be pushy when it comes to his homosexual relationships. Look at that. Look at that quality and color. Oh. Nobody likes a pushy guy. What they say about an air of mystery. Will it look mysterious to you? Yeah, it's way better neat. Way better. The whiskey ginger wasn't good. Now we could probably do a highball, or we still have a Guinness. Get that up there. What do you guys think of that? Look at that. That looks really nice. What do you do for St. Paddy's Day? Was it Rusty Fernandale 5497? So what do you do for St. Paddy's Day? Or do I have to ask? I think I can tell. I think I can tell. What did you do for St. Paddy's Day? Did you have fun? No judge. This is a judgment-free zone. Oh my God, that's delicious. Hopefully being with you. You missed it. You missed it. St. Paddy's Day's over. You lost your chance. What's that joke about kiss me, I'm Irish? You missed out. What's it? Too slow, missed it. Chances. That's why you always drink the day after St. Paddy's Day, right there. That's a good reason to drink after St. Paddy's Day. The best one I could think of. Now our band is loosened so up. Look at that. I can almost spin it. I'm not going to. I am going to take it off and save it. Because everyone knows when it comes to we're back to kiss me and hey, this is a judgment-free zone. If watching me smoke this cigar does something for you, so be it. Look at that. Now I'm going to take it off because I always make the joke that a band from a cigar is like a WWE championship belt. So I'm going to take this one off. A beautiful band. My God, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try to take it off. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. Judgment-free zone here. Second, third is exactly the same. The potency is there. The quality is just absolute. Look at that beautiful burn. So I'm going to show you my WWE Championship belt. In this case, Davvy Off. So this is my band. Now back when I first started smoking cigars, I used to actually have a book. Then I would take the bands, and you just take regular stick glue them to your paper, have a little note saying, hey, when did I smoke the cigar? Where did I get it? I didn't know what a tasting note was. Because you can get a tasting note from your drink, obviously. You can get a tasting note from your cigar. So I used to write it down. I didn't know what I was tasting. I didn't have a lot of experience. So I would taste these and I would say, hey, what do I taste? Now, luckily now with the internet, they do give you descriptions. So what I like to do is light the cigar, like work my way through probably the first third. So what am I tasting? What do I get? And then I look it up and say, hey, what do people describe? And this one, the hint of sweetness, I kind of get the saltiness. It's a little bit. But being from Newfoundland, yeah, it's going to be like that anyway. I'm right on the ocean. Oh my God, that's quite delicious. Oh. Oh my God, that's quite delicious, I must say. I'm getting there. So we're getting to the end of our time. It's 71 minutes in. We don't have a lot of viewers, so what we may do is we may just hit a car bomb, Irish car bomb, I believe they're called. Be done for the day. For everyone who wants. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's always fun to talk to new people. Yes, but we're not even halfway through this fucker yet. Look at it. My gosh. This hit every single box, every single note that you would want to hit on a cigar. No creaminess, smooth or robust. It's a medium cigar, but it's coming off so complex, so different. It's a cigar I'm going to get again. I'm definitely going to, this is the kind of cigar I want to try again for sure. Now, this is a, there's nothing wrong with this whiskey. It's fine. It's a good whiskey. The color's good. The nose is great. They did a great job. The finish is a little bit to be desired for me personally, what I like. There's a little bit to be desired in that front, but nose-wise, it's delicious. The nose-wise is fantastic. Yeah, but the finish, it comes down to the finish. So I like to try the cigar again with something a bit, I don't want to say smoother. There's nothing wrong with this whiskey. Try it with something a little bit more my speed. So I look forward to that, and why not? Oh yeah. Oh. So the only thing we really have left is our Irish car bomb. No, I could not. What do you guys think of this thing? This is what I was going to use. Did not have a. We don't really have a pint glass. We have a cool mason jar. I thought it was cool at the time. Quite large. I think this would do because I'm a tall boy. Oh, I've never thought through the logistics of this. How we're going to actually do this. Supposed to shake this up. Is that not true? Now you're supposed to shake up a Guinness before you start. I think that's a nice way to finish. What are you guys thinking? Irish car bomb to finish? Alrighty, I think it's time. 74 minutes in. What have we got? A wonderful cigar. Okay, see if this explodes. We'll see what happens. Well, we got something going on here. Take the froth off the top. Oh, okay. because what we're supposed to do is half, right? Correct? Half. I'm thinking right about there. There's our Guinness. What do you guys think? Beautiful color. So here's the way this is going to work. We have no idea what's going to happen. So we need, first things we need to do is we need to open our liqueur. Oh, should I add some? Open our whiskey. So this is the way this works. Okay, let's try it. So, half liqueur. And do half. Here we go. We got about half liqueur here. The cover back on this SOB, just to be sure. We have a whiskey open. We're going to take this Irish whiskey. As you can tell, we haven't drank very much. We've been here an hour. Look what we got out of here. Nothing. Not even enough to say that we got it gone. Now, for our Irish car bomb, we're going to go ahead and put whiskey. So we are 50-50. Whiskey and liqueur. This always ends terribly. I am get ready, guys. I may need to end this prematurely if I make a goddamn mess. So we have a Guinness beer here. Okay. We have a Guinness beer. We have a liqueur. We have a whiskey. Ready? Oh my god, it's exploding. It's exploding. You ready? Oh. Oh, how you going? Mustache look. I think I still got the froth on my mustache. What was I thinking? Oh, oh my god. Wow. Jeez whiz. Happy St. Paddy's Day to everyone. OMG. That was one hell. Jeez whiz. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to our St. Paddy's Day spectacular. It was the Irish car bomb. It was, jeez whiz, that was something else. Not bad. How should we finish? I'm going to finish with one more sip of whiskey. We'll make it to the 80-minute mark. Finish this guy up. Remember, guys, don't drink and drive. There's an old saying. How does that go? If you must lie, lie with the one you love. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must steal, steal the heart of a beautiful woman. Thanks everyone for joining me. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the talk. Thank you guys very much. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're at the 80-minute mark, guys. Happy St. Paddy's Day. I hope you had a good one. I know I'm all out of time. Hopefully the next St. Paddy's Day we can actually do it on St. Paddy's Day. So, thanks again everybody who watched, and thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it very much.